On our 3-year anniversary, my girlfriend posted a TikTok humiliating me in front of her friends, saying you were just my practice husband. My friends are permanent. She ditched me after to party with them. I didn't argue or beg her to stay. I just ended her practice and walked out completely. 3 years later, she's losing it seeing me happy with my successful business and my soulmate. I was folding laundry when my phone started blowing up with notifications. Like, not just a couple, I'm talking about that constant buzzing that makes you think someone died or something. So I grabbed my phone and saw all these tags on TikTok and Instagram. My girlfriend Sarah had posted this video and apparently tagged me in it. I opened it up and, man, I still get this weird feeling in my stomach thinking about it. It was her and her 3 best friends at some brunch place. The caption was 3 years with my practice husband today. And in the video, she's literally pointing the camera at a picture of us on her phone while her friends are laughing. Then she flips it back to herself and goes, "You guys know he was just practice, right? Like, you're my permanent people. He's just, until I figure out what I actually want." Her friends are dying laughing. One of them, I think it was Jessica, goes, "Oh my, does he know he's the trial run?" And Sarah just shrugs and makes this face like oops. I watched it probably 5 times trying to process what I was seeing. We'd been together for 3 years. 3 years. We'd talked about moving in together. I'd met her parents multiple times. Her mom literally asked me last month when I was going to propose. The worst part? It had like 50,000 views already. People from our college were commenting. My coworkers follow her. My sister had already texted me asking what the heck was going on. I called her. Of course it went straight to voicemail. So I texted, "We need to talk about that video." She texted back like an hour later, "It's just a joke, babe. You're being dramatic." Dramatic. Right. I drove to her apartment, which, by the way, I helped her move into. I'd painted her bathroom and assembled half her furniture. When I got there, she was getting ready to go out. Hair curled, makeup done, wearing this dress I bought her for Valentine's Day. "Oh hey," she said when I walked in with my key. "I'm going out with the girls in like 20 minutes. Sarah, we need to talk about that video." She barely looked at me while she put on earrings. "I knew you'd be weird about it. It's TikTok, Marcus. It's not that deep. Calling me your practice husband isn't that deep? It's literally just words. Everyone knows we're together." I sat down on her couch, the one where we'd watched Netflix probably 1,000 times. "Do you actually see a future with me?" That's when she finally turned around, and she had this look on her face like I was asking her to solve calculus. I mean, I don't know? We're 25, Marcus. Who thinks about forever at 25? People who've been together for 3 years usually have some idea. She rolled her eyes. Actually rolled her eyes. "Look, can we do this later? The girls are waiting for me and we made these reservations weeks ago." Sarah. What? On our anniversary, you posted a video calling me practice to thousands of strangers, and now you want to go party with your friends instead of talking about it. She grabbed her purse and checked her phone. "You're making this into such a big thing. It's one video. Get over it." That's the moment something just clicked off inside me. Not like angry clicking off. More like when you finally understand a math problem you've been struggling with. Everything just made sense suddenly. "You're right," I said. She looked surprised. "I am?" "Yeah. Practice is over." I took her spare key off my keychain and put it on her counter. Then I took my key to replace off my keys and left it next to hers. "What are you doing?" "Ending the practice round." I grabbed the hoodie I'd left there from her bedroom chair. "Good luck with whatever comes next." "Marcus, wait, are you seriously? Have fun with your friends." I left. Just like that. No big speech, no yelling, no begging her to delete the video or take it back. I got in my car and drove home. She called me 17 times that night. 17. I know because I counted. I didn't answer any of them. The next morning I had like 8 text messages from her. "Marcus, this is ridiculous, call me back, you're being a baby about this, fine, ignore me, then I can't believe you're throwing away 3 years over a stupid video, Marcus, seriously, are you really going to let your pride ruin us?" Whatever, I guess I know where I stand. I screenshot all of them and sent them to my best friend Tyler. He just texted back, "Bro." The thing is, I wasn't even that heartbroken at first. I was more relieved? Like when you finally admit to yourself that a job sucks and you quit. Sure, it's scary, but also you can breathe again. About a week later, Sarah showed up at my apartment. She'd been crying, you could tell because her makeup was all smudged. "Can we please talk?" she said when I opened the door. I let her in because, I don't know, 3 years of habit I guess. "I deleted the video," she said immediately. "Okay. And I'm sorry. I didn't think about how it would make you feel." I sat down across from her. "Sarah, what do you want from me?" "I want us to work this out. I want us to be okay." "Why?" She looked confused. "What do you mean why?" I mean, if I was just practice, why do you want me back? I told you, that was just a joke. You know I didn't mean it like that. How did you mean it? She was quiet for a long time. Then she said, I don't know. I was just being stupid with my friends. Do you love me? Of course I love you. Do you see us getting married someday? Another long pause. Maybe. I mean, possibly. We're still figuring things out. Sarah, I'm 25. I'm not looking for maybe. I'm not interested in being someone's placeholder while they figure out what they actually want. She started crying then. Real crying, not the cute kind. So that's it? You're just going to throw us away? You threw us away when you decided I was practice. I said I was sorry. I know. And I believe you. But sorry doesn't fix this. She left after that. For about 2 months, she'd text me every few weeks. Missing you, or saw something that reminded me of you, stuff like that. I never responded. Then I heard through mutual friends that she was dating some guy from her work. Good for her, honestly. I hope she was happy. That was 3 years ago. I'm not going to lie and say my life immediately became amazing after we broke up. The first few months were pretty rough. I felt like I was starting over completely. But I also felt like I could actually breathe for the first time in years. I've been working at this marketing company since college, just kind of coasting through life. After Sarah and I broke up, I started putting more energy into work. Then I realized I actually had ideas about how things could be done better. So I started staying late, volunteering for projects, actually caring about what I was doing. About a year after the breakup, my boss asked if I wanted to help start a new division focusing on social media strategy for small businesses. It was scary because it meant more responsibility and longer hours, but it also meant more money and actually doing work I cared about. That's where I met Emma. She was a freelance graphic designer we hired for a client project. The first time we had a meeting, she brought these incredibly detailed mock-ups and had already researched the client's competitors. I remember thinking, oh, this is what it's like to work with someone who actually cares about what they're doing. We worked together for about 6 months before I finally got the nerve to ask her out. And by ask her out, I mean I awkwardly said, would you maybe want to get dinner sometime? Not for work. Just dinner. She laughed and said, I thought you'd never ask. Emma is. I don't know how to describe her without sounding like a greeting card. She's just solid. Like, when she says she's going to do something, she does it. When she's upset about something, she tells you instead of posting cryptic Instagram stories. When she's happy, you know it. When she loves you, you feel it. We've been together for 2 years now. Last month, I asked her to move in with me. She said yes immediately, then spent the next hour making lists of how we'd split expenses and chores. Because that's who she is, practical and honest and thinking about how to make things actually work. The business took off faster than any of us expected. We started with maybe 10 clients, and now we're at like 60. I hired 3 full-time employees last year. Emma does most of our design work now. We bought a house together 6 months ago. Nothing huge, but it's ours. I love my life. Like, genuinely love it. I wake up excited about work. I come home excited to see Emma. We're planning a trip to Ireland next year. She wants to get a dog. I want to propose to her, but I'm waiting until after we get settled in the house. Point is, things are good. Really, really good. Which brings me to last week. I was at Starbucks grabbing coffee before a client meeting when I heard someone say my name. I turned around and there was Jessica, one of Sarah's friends from the TikTok video. Marcus. Oh my, hi. Hey, Jessica. I was polite but not like, thrilled to see her. How are you? You look good. Different. I'm good. How are you? I'm great, it's been forever. Are you still with? What was her name? The designer girl? Emma. Yeah, we're still together. That's so nice. Sarah said you guys seemed really happy. That caught me off guard. Sarah said that? Jessica got this weird look on her face. Oh. Yeah. She follows you on Instagram. Both of you, actually. I did not know that. I don't really pay attention to who follows me. Is she doing okay? I asked, because it seemed like the polite thing to say. Jessica hesitated. She's fine. She's been dating this guy Trevor for like a year and a half now. Good for her. Yeah, he's nice. He's in finance. Makes good money. There was something weird in how she said it, but I didn't really want to dig into Sarah's love life with her friend in the middle of Starbucks. Well, tell her I said hi if you talk to her. I will. And Marcus? For what it's worth, I always thought that whole TikTok thing was really mean. I felt bad about it afterward. Thanks. It worked out okay. I got my coffee and left, but the whole interaction stuck with me. Not because I was jealous or anything, I was genuinely happy Sarah was with someone. But something about how Jessica talked about it seemed off. When I got home that night, I mentioned it to Emma. Isn't that the girl who called you a practice husband? Emma asked. She was making dinner and didn't look up from chopping vegetables. Yeah, that's the one. Weird that she follows us on social media. Right? I had no idea. Emma shrugged. People are nosy. Probably just wants to see how you're doing. That weekend, Emma and I went to this food truck festival downtown. We were taking pictures because Emma wanted to document all the different types of tacos we tried. She's adorable like that. I posted a few on Instagram, just normal stuff. Us smiling with our food, a picture of this ridiculous ice cream sundae we shared. Sunday morning, I woke up to a text from Tyler. Dude, you need to see this. He'd forwarded me a screenshot of an Instagram story. Sarah's Instagram story. It was a picture of her and some guy, presumably Trevor, at what looked like a fancy restaurant. They were holding hands across the table. The caption said, "When you're with your actual forever person and not just practicing," red heart emoji. Oh, come on, I said out loud. Emma looked over from where she was making coffee. What? I showed her the screenshot. She read it and raised an eyebrow. Seriously? Tyler sent it to me. I don't even follow her. That's passive-aggressive. Right? Emma handed me a cup of coffee. You know what this means, don't you? That she's still thinking about me for some reason? It means she's not over it. The breakup. What happened between you guys? I thought about that while I drank my coffee. It was 3 years ago. And you're happy now. With me. And apparently that bothers her. The next few days were normal. Work was busy. Emma was working on designs for this new client. We had dinner with my parents on Tuesday night. I honestly forgot about the Sarah thing. Then Thursday happened. I was in a meeting with a potential new client when my assistant knocked on the door. Sorry to interrupt, she said. But there's a woman here who says she needs to speak with you urgently. She says it's personal. My client looked annoyed. Can we finish this up first? I asked. She's pretty insistent. Says her name is Sarah and it's important. My stomach dropped. Can you give us 5 minutes? I asked my client. I went out to the lobby and there she was. Sarah. She looked. I don't know how to describe it. Intense, I guess. Like she hadn't been sleeping well. What are you doing here? I asked. We need to talk. Sarah, I'm in the middle of a meeting. This is important, Marcus. I looked around. My employees were trying to pretend they weren't staring, but they obviously were. Okay, but not here. There's a coffee shop across the street. Give me 10 minutes to finish up. She nodded and left. I went back to my meeting and somehow managed to get through it, but my brain was spinning the whole time. What could she possibly want to talk about after 3 years? When I got to the coffee shop, she was sitting in the corner booth, fidgeting with her phone. Okay, I said, sitting across from her. What's going on? I saw your Instagram. Which part? The food truck thing. With Emma. I waited for her to continue. You look really happy. I am really happy. She was quiet for a minute. Then she said, I made a mistake. Which mistake? Breaking up with you. Letting you go. All of it. I felt like someone had punched me in the stomach. Sarah. No, let me say this. I've been thinking about it for months. Years, actually. That whole thing with the TikTok video, I was being stupid. I was showing off for my friends and I hurt you and I've regretted it ever since. You've been with Trevor for 1.5 years. I know. And he's fine. He's nice. He treats me well. But he's not you. I rubbed my face with my hands. Sarah, what are you asking me? I'm asking if there's any chance we could try again. Are you breaking up with Trevor? Not yet. I wanted to talk to you first. To see if there was a possibility. So you want me to be your backup plan again? No. God, no. That's not what I'm saying. That's exactly what you're saying. You want to know if I'll take you back before you end things with your current boyfriend. She started crying. I miss you. I miss us. I know I messed up, but people make mistakes, right? People get second chances? Some people do. What about us? I looked at her sitting there, crying in this coffee shop, asking me to blow up my entire life to give her another chance. And I felt nothing. Not anger, not sadness, not temptation. Just nothing. Sarah, I'm with Emma now. I know, but I love Emma. I'm going to marry Emma. Her face crumpled. You're engaged? Not yet, but I'm going to propose to her. So that's it? You won't even consider it? There's nothing to consider. What we had is over. It's been over for 3 years. She wiped her eyes with a napkin. I thought maybe if I was honest about how I felt. I appreciate the honesty. But it doesn't change anything. Do you ever think about me? Sometimes. I hope you're happy. I hope Trevor makes you happy. He doesn't. Then you should probably figure that out. But not with me. I stood up to leave. Marcus, wait. What? Do you forgive me? For the video and everything? I thought about it. Yeah. I forgive you. But forgiveness doesn't mean we get back together. I left her there and drove back to work. I felt shaky and weird the rest of the day. That night, I told Emma everything. About Sarah showing up, about what she said, all of it. Emma listened without interrupting. When I finished, she said, "How do you feel?" Confused. Sad for her, I guess. But also, relieved? Relieved? Like, I know for sure now that I made the right choice. 3 years ago and every day since then. Emma smiled. Good. Are you worried? About what? About her. About me having feelings for her. Emma shook her head. Marcus, you just told your ex-girlfriend that you're going to marry me. In a coffee shop. Without even asking me first. Oh my. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to assume. She kissed me. I said yes, didn't I? So that's where things stand now. Sarah texted me a few times after that, but I didn't respond. Emma and I are looking at rings. The business is doing better than ever. Yesterday, Tyler sent me another screenshot. Sarah had posted on Facebook about being newly single and ready for a fresh start. I showed it to Emma. She just shrugged and said, "Good for her." And you know what? I agree. Good for her. I hope she finds whatever she's looking for. I hope she finds someone who makes her happy. But I also hope she stops looking for it in people who have already moved on. 3 years ago, Sarah called me her practice husband. She was right about one thing, I was practice. Practice for being the kind of partner Emma deserves. Practice for building something real with someone who wants to build it with me. The difference is, practice is over now. This is the real thing.